This is a borrowed box of Tic Tacs. There are no slits, no holes, nothing suspicious. Everything can be kept. Watch the borrowed coins and make it visually just like that. Now it's straight all the way inside the box of Tic Tacs. And if you were here right now, you could immediately keep every. Stick around and I'll teach you how to perform this effect right now. Welcome back to another Tutorial Tuesday. Before we get into the explanation, you could win my very own personal gimmick sent to you anywhere in the world. All you need to do is subscribe to my channel and share this video on social media. Make sure that I'm tagged so I can see that you've shared it, and then I'll pick a winner next Tuesday, and I'll ship this to you anywhere you are in the world, free of charge, my very own personal gimmick. But with that being said, today is such an exciting video because I love visual magic, but I hate it when people describe something as visual when it's not. So there's a lot of coin and Tic Tac boxes out there. I've already created one before called Osiris, and it's probably the thing that I'm tagged most in on social media next to Acme Hole. And it's a way to put 2 Tic Tacs or a Tic Tac in the box, and they just literally visually pop out. And that method is using the cutout method that I created for it. And the thing about that is that it's ultra visual. It's how visual it should look. But the drawback is it's completely impractical. It's not very good for walk around, and there's a lot of, like, you know, it's great for social media and it looks like real magic on social media, but the practicality of it is terrible. But there's so many other Tic Tac, coin and Tic Tac boxes out there where the visual is awful, where they just like throw the coin in the Tic Tac box, or they pretend the coin's there and they slam it in, right? Or it's all like a crazy setup and a crazy build that's filled with like magnets and stuff. I don't think those are real visual coin and Tic Tac boxes. For me, when somebody says visual, you have to see the moment of magic happen, right? So if this was another method and the coin was false palmed and then slammed in the box, that's not visual because I've covered the box the moment the coin is penetrated, right? For me, visual is seeing the moment. There's no cover. The coin just drops into the box visually, and that's what I aimed to achieve with this effect. That's what I aim to achieve with all my visual magic. You'll notice the difference that I try to create is that that hopefully you see the moment the magic takes place, as opposed to not. For example, some magicians confuse visual magic with, like, if you turn a double lift and then you turn it face down and then shake it and show that it's changed. A lot of magicians call that visual magic. That's not visual. Just because there's 2 different images doesn't make it visual. Visual is seeing the moment the magic happens. And I think it's a really important distinction to make and understand so that it helps you create better magic going forward. So this is an example of that. But what this is an example of is making a practical piece of visual magic. So by the end of this video, you'll see how the method works, and you'll see how practical it is and how you can perform it anywhere, almost pretty much any time, with a minimal setup if you need to. So let's just stop talking about it. I hope you take away the bigger important lessons from this, which is about understanding what visual magic is, and then understanding how to make things visual without making them restrictive, right? So without making them impractical. So with all that being said and done, let's go and learn how to make your gimmick and then how to perform this effect. So I'm going to show you the full uncut method. This is the performance. There are no holes, no slits, nothing wrong with the Tic Tac box, genuinely, and it can even be borrowed. Watch the coins, I make it visually melt inside just like that. And right now this can be handed out and kept by the audience. And this is the way it works. I show you. I've got a little Tic Tac sticker pocket that hides the coin. And the way I've made this is super simple. I actually printed this, but you can put a real Tic Tac label on it so it looks identical, because this one's kind of shiny. There's a little magnet to help you put the coin in place if you want to. But I just printed this off a piece of paper and then folded it in half so it makes a little pocket. I put some tape around the edges, and that stops the coin falling out the side of this pocket. And then there's some double stick tape on the back that I've dabbed down to make it not so sticky. I don't really need to go into depth how to make a little pocket. It's just a folded piece of paper with some tape on the edges. But that is the basic gimmick, and it feels like it's so basic, yet it gives you so much room to work with. And what the brief overview is that you're creating an illusion that the coin is inside the box. Like it kind of looks like my fingers now melted inside the box when really it's in the little, under the little label, which creates the illusion. But let me teach you the full performance method and all the nuances that you need to learn to be able to do this in the real world. Okay, so this is how to perform it. As you can see, I've got a coin hidden inside the Tic Tac box already. I think that was pretty obvious to all of us. What I've done though is empty about half the Tic Tacs out so that the coin can move around, and then I've also positioned it so it's, if you see, it's at the bottom side or the top side closer, so it's above the Tic Tac, so it's literally above them. Alright, so and the reason we have half the Tic Tacs, or some less than normal, not a full box, is so that the coin eventually can slide around into view easily, because it won't slide very well with a full box. Now I take our little pocket, and if you want to do this impromptu, you would just make sure that there's a box of Tic Tacs in play, and you would, when somebody hands this to you, you would take the top off the box as if you did it wrong. That's what this is what I've done in the past, right? So you can just be like, oh, sorry, I got them off. Or you can just secretly load it in there, whatever you want. Or you can just carry this box on you and switch it for theirs, as long as it's like a similar amount of Tic Tacs, because at the end of the day, they're going to be able to keep this. Either way, just load a coin in the box. It really doesn't matter. Now, if this is a borrowed impromptu performance, you borrow the box and you would lay the box down on top of the sticker on your hand after it's loaded in. But this is more of a casual thing, right? You're not going to do this like a full borrowed effect, like, hey, let me borrow this and show you it live. You would do this in like a casual coffee shop or bar setting. But either way, you would load the pocket on top of the sticker and then reposition it, right? So it'd be kind of like this, and then as you're just getting Tic Tacs out, whatever, you're going to reposition it. But either way, the best way I think is just to come prepared with the box like that, right? And that's your setup. So you can either borrow it and kind of sort of do it all in play, because really the beauty is this is a real Tic Tac box. There's nothing left to find. The only thing weird about it is that there's not that many Tic Tacs in. And then you have your coin, right? So there's a couple of different handlings you can use, and there's a couple of different presentations you can use to get the coin to melt in or out. But the main one that I like to use, it looks like this. You're just going to basically create the illusion that this coin is already, it is inside the box when it's actually not. So that looks like this. It looks like now the coin's inside the box, but secretly, because this is a pocket, it does two things. It creates the illusion that it's penetrated through, but also is going to help us hide the coin in a moment. So what I'm going to do, what I do is I drop the coin at an angle that allows it to shoot a little bit under the label. You don't want it to shoot all the way up, and you don't want it to miss because it doesn't make it look like it's in there. You want to let it just sort of just drop under the label, just a small amount, all right? And there's another way you can do this too, is to start off by placing the coin on top of the label and then shaking the box slightly and just literally trying to make it fall into position like that under the label. So it looks like it slowly wobbles under the box, right? Now, once you've done that, you're going to reposition your hand. So whether you've gone from this position or you've started here and you've dropped the coin in. And one good tip is not to angle the box down with the coin. And also when you shake at the beginning, you can tap and keep this at an angle so that the coin doesn't fall. But when it comes to performance, straighten out that box flat with the floor. So then you're going to drop the coin like that. Boom, it goes half under. And now you're going to, whatever position you're in, you're about to change so that you grab it like this. But you're going to do this weird thing where you place your middle finger under the box and your index finger at the front like this. And you're going to let the box fall forward, and that coin is going to hide in the pocket like that. And because you've put the tape on the edges, it's not going to kick out the sides, but it's going to go into the pocket, and then you're going to place your thumb on top. So at speed, it looks like this. Boom, it falls just a bit under like that. Now you're going to kick forward and see how there's no pressure until it's fully hidden. And now I push down, right? And the other thing to note is that my thumb isn't out the way when this happens. My thumb looks like it's on top, but there's really no pressure there. It's being held up by my hands, basically. Right, so it goes like that. Boom, hides under the pocket. And now I'm going to tilt it downwards. So from the exposed view, I'm going to tilt down, let this coin come into view as I rotate my hand around and show it in there like that. Okay, so all of that speed is going to create this amazing illusion that it penetrates inside the box seamlessly. So Watch, boom, 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 nothing inside. Watch as it just melts inside the box, just like that. It looks pretty insane. You can actually see it all the way inside there. And now comes the cool part. I said the best part is, if you were here right now, you could actually go ahead and keep everything. Just like that. This can be fully examined because I have stolen off the pocket with the coin inside, just like that. And the nice thing is, because this is double-sided, this has got double-sided tape, you can stick this, if it's sticky enough, to your palm or another part of you, or even the back side of your trousers as you ditch, and it'll hold the coin in place so that it doesn't fall off. So you can get like this really nice like steel, you tap yourself and it's just gone for a moment. So that's how it ends clean. So let me show you. Okay, so one more time from the top. Let me show you this coin, this box of Tic Tacs. There's no slits, no holes, no trapdoors, and you are going to keep the box. Watch, 1, 2, 3. So that coin is now melted all the way inside. You can see the coin is completely inside there, and the best part is you can keep everything. And that's how to perform the effect. Alright, that's it for Tutorial Tuesday, folks. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you love that video and you want to see way more like this and whole back catalogue that I have on the channel. The other important thing to say is if you want to win this gimmick, the actual gimmick that you've seen in today's video, then please hit that subscribe button and remember to share this video on social media and tag me in it. Or share yourself performing this video on social media and tag me in it, and you will still be in with a chance of winning if you're subscribed. So if you enjoyed that, make sure you hit the like button or the love button, and make sure you hit the notification bell if you want to see more of these videos before anybody else. Without any further ado, I'll see you guys on Thursday for some more episode. See you guys for a more episode. See you guys for another episode of FOOLER, where I'll be showing my wife a piece of magic and trying to fool her and getting a live, real reaction for it. So with all that being said and done, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I'll see you all on Thursday.